Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with World of Warships, and today I've got another live commentary matchup for you featuring the Pensacola class cruiser. She is fully upgraded and ready to rock, so with that said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, well, as you can see, the enemy team has a carrier and we don't, and both teams have a lot of destroyers. So, this could be pretty bad. I really hope the carrier doesn't know what he's doing. But anyway, since we are on the Pensacola, I am going to try to escort battleships. And it looks like our big boys are in Colorado's. Fan favorite, I know. One Colorado going this way. Yogi, Wyoming. The other one's over there. I'm going to try to turn around and escort. Bring those guns about while we turn. Now, this ship has 203mm guns. They're actually pretty nice. They have the ability to pen a lot of cruisers and even lower tier battleships. But I'm going to maintain HE just because they have a ton of destroyers. And we'll switch if we need to. But anyway, here comes our first problem, I think, of the day. Who's it going to be first? This could get messy. Alright, prepping defensive fire, but I'd almost rather use it for when the torps are in range. Which is going to be about... Now, let's try it. Send out a plane as well. Should have done that earlier. Hopefully this messes them up.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Let's not get hit by that. Looks like a good scatter on those torpedoes. So defensive fire, I think, worked in that case. I have defensive fire 2 purchased, so it'll recharge faster. Okay. I should have prioritized the torpedo bombers instead of the dive bomber. But I wasn't sure who was going to attack first. But anyway, I think we're in good shape. Not bad. Okay. That's the job of the cruiser there, ladies and gentlemen. In most cases, anyway. At least for Americans. Let's see. Colorado, 16K out. Just out of reach. Got this gentleman here. Really far away, but... A shot's a shot. I'll take it. You never know. Sometimes you get lucky. Just missed him. Keeping my eye open. Checking the minimap as well. Dive bombers making their way back in. I'm not going to have defensive fire ready yet, but same plan. Screen, provide AA defense. They might back off, though. Looks like Nicholas inbound here. I don't know if that guy's gonna... Alright, I thought he might crash. We're also gonna be on destroyer detail. I don't have the rate of fire of the Cleveland, but we can still tear them up if we hit. Defensive fire is back up. Pensacola took a beating. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some torps incoming.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
There's Colorado within firing range. I don't know what his target's going to be, though. That's what scares me. Cleveland. We can pen him, but give me this target. We don't want to overextend because more often than not when you're in the front line, you get teammates that start turning around and you don't even notice it until it's too late. Defensive fire on. I don't know if they got out of range though. Alright, I'm trying to go evasive as well. As much as I would love to shoot at these guys. Hopefully those will finish that guy off. Somebody got him. He's going to be out of sight. Colorado. We're going to need to switch to HE if we want to deal with him. Let's back off, though. I don't want to be the Colorado's target if he does manage to hit me. Actually, not bad. 3,400 with AP on a Colorado. So these guns, as you can see, can do some work on battleships. We need to get out of here, though. Fuso making his way in. His range is going to be great, so we don't want to deal with that either. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's very easy to get tunnel vision distracted. You're out there, and the rest of your team is looped around the long way. And all of a sudden, you're the only one in front, and you're dead. So, always pay attention to where your team's at. Especially when you're in a light cruiser. This isn't really classified as a light cruiser, but I say light because its armor's not great. I think it has less armor than the Cleveland, so... Guns are great. It's just... you really can't take a beating. So, glass cannon for sure. You just need to be supportive of bigger ships.
Fighter returning to ship.
Copy that. Alright. We're in pretty decent condition minus our Pensacola here. Just mostly hanging out with the battleships still. And, you know, again, this kind of security detail, it's not for everybody, but it's how I would suggest playing American cruisers. I suppose Japanese cruisers, I haven't really played too much of them. They kind of end up turning into mini battleships, but I just think that cruisers should get more of a reward for protecting battleships from AA and things like that. Yeah, that was just kind of a bad guess, I think. Maybe? Oh, a little lower would have gotten them. At least with one of them. Oh, he's toast. Dang it, team. Why you gotta be so good? I want to kill stuff. This might be one of those matches that's... good in regards to getting a victory, but we might not see too much action on our own. But I'll take this over a loss or a draw any day of the week. Still not over yet, though. They have more territory, so we could still lose. They're down to one destroyer. They still have their carrier. I'm kind of leaving the battleships behind, but I think we're going to go into Bravo. Hopefully. Still maintaining HE ammunition just because I'm afraid of destroyers popping up. One remains. He's over there. He's almost dead. Alright, I'm going to attempt to get into Bravo and cap it. They've got more points. We need to kill. It'd be good if we could kill a battleship to decrease their points, but I don't know. Oh boy, there we go. There's the Colorado.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
And the Foos. The Foos is on the loose. Alright, well, we just killed 2 enemies. Awesome. Destroyer is down. There's a Cleveland over there. Going to engage him. He appears to be engaging me. I'm going to throw some AP his way as well. If we can reload in time, which I don't think we can. He can, though. Ah, screw you. Alright. Here's where you got to be very, very careful because it could end up overextending. We do have Colorado support, though. I'm going to bring the guns around this side. I don't want to speed up into the enemy fleet here. I can't tank anything. The other thing is you just really don't know what your team's going to do. The Colorados might not move any further. We are taking Bravo, though. That actually would have been a good idea for me is to take Alpha. Just in case. Cleveland is right over here, though. Got HE loaded, ready for AP on the next salvo, though. Going for A. Don't want to get hit here, though. Carrier's not that far from us either. There's a Cleve, but it's really in a bad spot for me to shoot at. It's not really a whole lot I can do about that.
The enemy is about to...
832. Moving into that cap. Hopefully we can stall with this. I don't think they have anything. The only thing that's close to me is the carrier, but he's over there, which we can clip around and get him after we cap, maybe. 50%. I bet you these torps are for me because you know how it is. Carriers feel threatened. They're going to save the torps for whoever's closest to them. And there we go. Okay. Now, Cleveland might want to come back to save the carrier. Colorado is within firing range, so I have to play it safe. Don't, you know, get cocky with this carrier here. I'm going to have some shots. I'm going to throw some AP and HE at him. Her AP is good on carriers. It will Citadel them. It'll damage them heavily. Setting them on fire is fantastic, though, too, because the planes can't land and take off if they catch fire. So it's, you know, I like to mix it up. AP, HE, AP, HE. We have the cap points. I don't know if somebody's going to try to intercept me, but I think we got guys in the center that are going to be able to take care of this. Protect me so that I can kill the carrier. Maybe, maybe. Citadeling with HE, which is nice. I don't think I see really any problems with aircraft. Secondaries on the way, sir.
Victory is in sight.
All right, that is
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
more satisfying than you can possibly imagine, trust me. When you end up getting killed by carriers on a regular basis. The chats. I don't know that he did much, but not that I'm good at carriers. All right, Fuso. Anyway, let's see how we did there. Victory. I'm usually happy anytime I can break into 2,000 experience. But I'm just happy to have victories and not losses and draws. So, you know, even if it's one of those matches where you feel like you didn't get to do a whole heck of a lot, if you analyze this one, the beginning, we had some fantastic defensive fire going on, and that's what this is all about. You can start to feel free to move about the map. If you feel that, you know, your battleships are protected and that the carrier is not too much of a threat to you, whether they're not great at the game or they're occupied by other ships, you know. So in general, though, this was Pensacola's for the win. Good job to the team. Here's the detailed report. I know a lot of you like to see the amount of damage done. Again, 203 millimeter guns. Mix it up. HE, AP, depending on the target. This thing can penetrate battleships when they're flat, especially low tier ones. I don't know so much about the higher tier ones. You saw there that we were able to get a 3K hit on Colorado from pretty far away. Generally, you want to maintain the AP at like a shorter range, maybe 10 kilometers, 9-8, somewhere around there. Switch to AP to guarantee the more flat hits. I don't know how well they work for plunging fire into the deck, but usually at those ranges, you just kind of want to get that HE in there. Your rate of fire is decent enough to set people ablaze, and 203 HE is not bad at all. So just don't be afraid to switch it up. But, you know, again, same rules apply. Destroyers HE, things usually bigger than you, probably HE, but AP, similar classes. Cruiser to cruiser, AP, especially a lot of the Japanese cruisers, they're, you know, just floating citadels. AP, those son of a guns. Don't be afraid to throw some AP at carriers, though, as well, I think. But, you know, I'm still kind of testing it. I haven't used 203 caliber since closed beta test, so I'm still going to play around with it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this look at World of Warships. I will be back for more. Make sure to check out the live stream, twitch.tv/SideStrafe. Link, as always, in the description below. And with that, I will definitely see you on the next one.